Are you interested in Icelandic chickens? Well, we're gonna go today from hatching all the way through the whole summer. So you start the video in the winter, and we're gonna be sharing you the good, bad, pros, cons, why we even are messing with Icelandic chickens. What are they? How do they actually stack up? Is the hype worth it? We'll get to it right now. All right, guys, we are here hatching the Icelandic chicken eggs, and the seller, I'm gonna have a screenshot right now on the screen of them. They're awesome. We went and picked everything up in person, and just for extra fertility reasons, I guess, we ordered 2 dozen, and she gave us an extra 6 eggs in case something were bad. That's huge. We didn't ask for that. They don't know that I have a YouTube channel. They were just being super nice. So if you guys are looking for Icelandic chickens, I know they're selling them on eBay. So we are busting out the second one here. Before, when I had 2 dozen, I was just gonna stack a few. And now I'm actually busting out my whole second incubator, which is exciting. And I haven't used this in a while. So if you guys want me to do a review on these, let me know. And I also might do a giveaway with these later. Very similar style. All the stuff is up top. This one, the bottom actually rotates, and this one has a peg in the hole. See this here as it goes down. You just need to make sure that peg goes into that slot. We got some peepers. That guy's breaking out of its shell. I'm just removing this little straw thing here, the center part. It doesn't need a pop. I think it's just welded stuff. Here, can I hold this? Like it's got a little bit of stuff in there.
The next day.
Welcome to the world, guys. We got 3 out so far. Alright, I'm groggy this morning, guys. So we got our Nurture Right 360 right there. Used that for 2 rounds this summer. I'm going to show you this chicken brooder. I forget the name. I'll put the name on the screen, and there'll be a link to it down below. This thing is awesome. And you have a little feeder right here. We have the 2 generations of chicks in there right now. We get the baby chicks. These hatched this week, yesterday. And we got the big chicks here. These are Icelandic chickens. And they have a little feeding gate. You have the water up top. I've done a lot of brooder setups, and you do not need something like this. But if you're going to be hatching all the time, this was super, super nice for only, I think it was like 300 bucks or something, which is, you do not need that. But if you're going to buy a fancy one, this is one of the best on the market for inexpensive. There are much better ones, but then you're going into like the thousands of dollars. And then also it's modular. So it's all designed to stack, so you can have multiple layers. Each one that you get will have more, but right now there's about 20 chicks in there. 2 generations, and they're going pretty well. Just the mess is lower, right? You've got the cart, you can just pull that out, wash it for the poopies underneath. It's on wheels, which is really important to us. There's a heat lamp. That's not a lamp. It's actually, there's a warming bar. That lamp is just light. There's just an LED bulb. But the warming bar is up there. They do have these mats. These mats go in and sit down, and they're just temporarily there, so you can change this out without getting poop everywhere. Change it out, wash out, rinse it, whatever. And then when you come back, you pull that. And so it's a very, very thoughtful design, and I don't think I'll ever go back. This is super nice. All right, guys, it is Sunday evening, the night before, and I'm showing you guys an improvement that I made over the weekend. Well, and we've got medium-sized chicks, we've got large chicks, and we have teeny chicks. Well, this was one of the improvements. Basically, here's the old chicken feeders, and we have some tiny chicks in here. And the tiny chicks, the big chicks have no problem sticking their heads through and eating. The tiny chicks need to eat from this tray. The problem is, when the tiny chicks eat from this tray, if a medium-sized chick steps on it, it wants to flip over. So a lot of them were almost starving to death. And so I got this, but it's massive and unnecessary, and I think it's kind of wasteful as is. And so my improvement was I 3D printed this which is pretty awesome. And this is actually a feeder. It's a gravity-fed feeder. It's impossible to buy. You can't buy it, but you can print it because the shape can't come out of a mold. Now they could make something similar to this, but I want you to notice, check out the difference between the hole sizes, that versus this. And so one of the biggest, massive advantages of this is you'll see down there, there's tons of waste on the bottom, and that's mostly food waste. Well, the improvement is trifold. One, I printed this. Two, it's cheaper than buying. And three, these holes are small, so they can eat as much as they want, but they're not just wasting it and it falling through the grates like down below. We moved the chicks outside into the chickshaw. This is their first day on grass. You guys probably can't tell on video, because we're not standing next to some of the big chickens. Here's an example. There's a teeny one. And then there's a full-size chicken right there. Boom, bam, ba ba bam, boom, bam, ba ba bam, boom, bam, ba ba bam, boom, ba ba bam, 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 bam.